What's going on, guys? Welcome back to League Racing here today for round number 9 of Apex Online Racing, here today for the Austrian Grand Prix. A few things I want to talk about, so if you don't want to listen to me prattle on, skip ahead to about 2 minutes 30 and you can watch the action unfold. But anyway, if you're still here, then let's get into it. First off, once again, I just want to say thanks for the support on this channel. I know I've said it probably 5,000 times by now, if not more, but I really do appreciate it, so thank you very much. Another thing is, you would have noticed we've gone straight from Canada to Austria. No, that's not because we're not going to do France. There must have been, I think it might have been the NRL Grand Final or something that was on last week. And unfortunately about half of us wanted to go and watch it and the other half wanted to race, so to sum it up, we decided to move it back, and I think we're going to do it when the next break week is on or something. That's about as much information as I could give you at the moment, because honestly it's just all too confusing to me. I was one of the people that wanted to race, but unfortunately it got bounced back, so yeah, we weren't able to race France last weekend, but we're here today for Austria, so hopefully we can have a solid run of things coming into this. It's one of my favourite tracks on the calendar, so I was hoping to at least come away with a podium. I was definitely confident that I could win this race. It's one of my favourite tracks on the calendar, so hopefully we can get back on that top step, but if not, at least come away with another solid chunk of points. We did a couple of practice runs before this race started and I was pretty happy with my pace. I still wasn't 100% confident with the setup I was using. I was still making changes in my very last run before qualifying, and I still don't think I nailed the setup at all, but I think it was pretty good. But yeah, so if you've listened to me prattle on for 2.5 minutes now, or however long it's been, then thank you. But anyway, let's get into qualifying for round 9 and see how we go, shall we? Alright, so here we are in the garage. You're only going to see realistically about 2-3 minutes worth of qualifying footage, unfortunately. Some of it was a bit dodgy, and yeah, I was really only keen on putting certain bits in that looked good and yeah, you know, weren't screwed up in any way. So we went out for our first run, puts us provisionally in P2. We said, I think, a 1 minute 4.5. We really made a mess of these final 2 corners, so as you can see, coming through in our second run, we were about 4/10 down, but as we come across the line, we're almost going to improve. We marginally miss out. So there's nearly half a second to gain realistically just in these final 2 corners. But we come around now on our final run, not quite right at the end of the session, but close enough. Round the final corner, we're going to improve by around about 2/10. Where is this going to put us? Provisionally in second place with our teammate Stuart McKenzie in third. So we were pretty confident of another solid result in this race. And we cut forward to the end of qualifying. I think, unfortunately, yes, both of us got pipped by Darren right at the end of the session. So it's a Mercedes front row lockout for the Austrian Grand Prix. Williams lockout second row, followed by Revolution in P5. Clevs, Dubsy, Spilly, and I can't make out the rest of that. That's yeah, my eyesight's terrible. Don't hurt me. Don't judge me. But anyway, alright. Race strategy, going to be a fairly straightforward race. One stop, softs to the mediums. You can easily make a one stop work around here. Some people might go onto the hards if they feel like they can't make the mediums last. Myself, I think we can definitely make it work. Strategy might come into a little bit if anyone tries to go for an undercut or overcut, so be interesting to see if anyone tries to play the strategy game. We're scheduled to come in on lap 14, but we may change that up. But yeah, hopefully we can have a good race of things. Nearly a full grid for today's race as well, or tonight's race as it technically is for us. It's about 8 o'clock Sunday night for me, so if you guys tune in from Australia, it's about 8 o'clock. Sunday night, 8 o'clock or 8 a.m. maybe if you're from the UK, I think. But yeah, anyway, let's just get on with it, shall we? Reform back on the grid. I had no clue what I wanted to say there, so once again, don't hurt me, please. But anyway, reforming back on the grid. Mercedes front row lockout, Williams second row lockout. Hopefully we can get a good start. Maybe try and have a look at one of these two Mercedes, but if not, just try and maintain position and settle into a rhythm and let the race unfold. But here we are, awaiting 5 red lights for round number 9 of Apex Online Racing here today for the Austrian Grand Prix, and away we go. Held the lights for a little bit, but no dramas. Away we go. Pretty decent start. Paul alongside Darren. Are we going to look to the outside of turn 1? Not really. There was no way we were ever going to make a move there. He would have only forced us off the track. Probably entitled to do that. I mean, it is technically his corner, so... But anyway, that doesn't matter. Up to the top of the hill now. Got Stuart McKenzie right behind us, so our teammate managing to hold ground in P4. So far so good. We haven't gained anything, but neither of us have lost anything as well. So, good start to the race. Pete Crichton, fastest lap of the race, 107.6. We damn near match him, so us top 3, or top 4, or top 5 actually, including Revolution, we're pretty evenly matched on pace this entire race. It was pretty much a breakaway between the 5 of us, not going to lie. So, it was definitely nice to have a little bit of backup. Pete a little bit wide at the top of the hill there. But yeah, at this early point in the race, I wasn't too fussed about trying to take the lead. I just wanted to settle into a rhythm, not burn up too much fuel or ERS. But yeah, on the lap 6, Darren makes a move on Pete. I think Pete made that easy for him, not going to lie. It really didn't look like he put up much of a fight there. But cutting on to lap 11, and at this point me and Stuart had been talking strategy, and I think Stuart's going to come in and try the undercut on all 3 of us to see if he can potentially get the lead. I think it is, yes, you can see him on the minimap. So our teammate Stuart McKenzie is in the pits on lap 11. I'm going to respond next lap on lap 12, and I got a funny feeling that one of the Mercs is going to respond as well. Which one is it going to be? At the last minute Pete pulls in and we're going to follow him in. Hopefully we might be able to jump him in the pits maybe. We're having flashbacks to Australia at this point, where I think it was us versus Dubsy in the pits, and the Williams mechanics were just able to squeak us out in front of the Ferrari, so hopefully they can do the same here and squeak us out in front of the Mercedes. Decent pit stop from the boys, 2.5 seconds, we get out, and we have just jumped him. So well done, thank you very much Williams. You've done exactly what I needed you to do. And there goes Stuart McKenzie. So the undercut has worked wonders for our teammate. He's probably a second up the road, if not more. Cutting on to the end of lap 13, we've been able to reel him in a little bit. Both of us on the mediums. Pete Crichton on the hards as well. But here comes Darren out of the pits as well. He's on medium tyres. You can see him coming out, and we've just managed to jump the Mercedes. So the back end of this race is definitely favouring us at the moment. 2 Williams leading, 2 Mercedes. On to lap 15, Darren looking for a move around the outside maybe. A little bit of tight contact, no harm done. We get the better drive off the corner. Maintain P2 for now, cutting on to lap 16. And at this point, I think Stuart is actually going to let me go right here. And at this point, I wanted to see if I could actually break away a little bit. And yeah, just see if I could maybe open up a bit of a gap, which is something that, as you guys know, I am pretty good at doing. We set the fastest lap of the race as well. Cutting on to lap 19, catching up the contrast in the Ferrari, and unfortunately we weren't able to really break away. Darren sends one up the inside of Stuart into the right-hander, so we're going to have to try to go for a dive here on contrast and hope that he can maybe hold up the leaders. We go for a dive, we get the move done, nice and clean, no contact, and at this point I was hoping that contrast might have been able to hold those guys up, but cutting on to lap 25, that was not the case. We weren't able to break away. We defend right to the inside. We were on the white line to the inside. Darren tried to look around the outside, and that has allowed our teammate Stuart to get back up into second. He's going to run on us this time. He's going to look to the inside, and the Williams teammates are battling side by side now here with about 10-11 laps to go. and Stewart will retake the lead. I decided to let him go right there. I didn't want to fight that too much. We were trying to play a little bit of a team game this race to try and regain some points in the constructors as well. Cutting on to the end of lap 25, on the lap 26, Stewart has just broke away ever so slightly. Darren now looking to our outside into turn 1. We get a little bit of a scruffy exit, and he's up here inside now. He's got DRS. What are we? We're in Ridgefield mixture overtake, but he's up the inside. We're going to try and brake late. Squeezes us a little bit, but just leaves us enough room. And unfortunately, Darren gets up into P2. We're going to try and fight back. We might look to the inside, but I think he'll be wise to that. Yes, he is. So we're going to try and go really late on the outside. And he brakes. Oh, that was a little bit... Yeah, you know what? That was all well and good. We're side by side now. 10 laps to go. This is allowing Stewart to break away, which he needs as well for his race, because he's got more penalties than all of us here. So he needs to break away a little bit if he wants any hope of winning this race. Meanwhile, we're able to hold off Darren for now. But cutting up to lap 27, still within the DRS range of our teammate, which is helping us. But Darren on the lap 28 is going to look to our outside again into turn 1. We held him off for now. This has been a really stressful battle, not going to lie. No one can seem to break away out of any of the 5 of us at the moment. Darren going to look to the outside at the top there. We defend to the inside. I did not want to give him an inch on the inside there to think about going for a move. I wanted the inside line. We're able to hold him off for now, but he's really, really close. Defend to the inside again. He's looking to the outside. Side by side. I'm running out of breath a little bit. And that was really, really close, but we just hang on to P2. Cutting on to lap 30 now. We're having to go defensive again. And we're right up the back of our teammate, Stuart McKenzie, as well. Stuart's struggling for fuel and DRS at this point, if my memory's correct. But Darren, is he going to look for a move around the outside again? We go late on the brakes. We're side by side now. He's still there. And we've been tagged and we're around. Oh, my... What the... Oh, damn. Alright, yeah. Bugger. I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. At the time, I was very pissed, and obviously me and Stuart being in a party together, he was none too impressed either. But anyway, we can't worry about that. We've got front wing damage. We've got to come in, get this repaired, and try and salvage anything from this race to try and minimise the amount of points that we're going to lose. Hopefully Stuart can hold the okay, start again. Hopefully Stuart can hold the Mercs off. There we go, finally got the sentence out. But into the pits now, 5 laps to go, front wing change, soft compound tyres at the ready. And yeah, that was... I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. I'm still a bit pissed and annoyed at it, not going to lie. But I don't know, we had a chat after the race, and Darren kind of felt like I squeezed him a little bit. Looking back at it, I did go a bit deep under brake, so probably racing incident. Oh, that's Swaggy. He's retired. That's a really awkward place to be parked. But anyway, we'll get back on with the action now. Cutting on midway through lap 31. We've caught up to the back of Crossy, and he doesn't really fight that too hard. We have just much more grip than him, and we just do the over and under. That's up into P9. Next up is Andre, and I'm Chucky in the McLaren, I think. Coming on to lap 32, and yes, it is. We're going to try and look for the move on Andre. We're going to look to the left, and a little bit of contact, and he's on the grass. Back out of it here. He tries to save it, and he's in the grass. Alright, I might put my hand up there. That was probably my fault, so sorry Andre, that was not my intention. I wasn't trying to take him out or anything, but yeah, bit unfortunate there. But cutting on to lap 33, we've caught up to I'm Chucky in the McLaren. DRS overtake, rich fuel mixture. We should get this move done around the outside, and there we go. That's up into P7. Next up is Contrast, but he is a long way up the road. So I'm not really sure about how this is going to pan out. We're going to go hell for leather and see if we can somehow try and catch up to the Ferrari driver across the line to start lap 34. Fastest lap of the race by a mile as well. So so we're really pushing now to just see if we can somehow try and grab P6 away from the Ferrari. But cutting on to the final lap of the race, that is him just there. That's how close we are, and unfortunately we just haven't been able to get close enough to try and mount any kind of offense. Darren actually wins the race on penalties. I was hoping Stewart or Revolution might have won it, if I'm brutally honest, but anyway, we're going to come around the final couple of corners, and we really should have won this race today. But all in all, are we going to jump contrast? Yes, we do. So we do get P6 on penalties, so that's alright. But all in all, that was a race win gone begging, I'm afraid. So there we go, guys. That's been Apex Online Racing round number 9 here today for the Austrian Grand Prix. As you can see, Mercedes 1-2 and Revolution in P3 as well. He pipped Stewart on the basis of penalties as well. So congrats to him on P3. But once again, a Mercedes 1-2. I really don't know what to say about that incident. We had no penalties at that time. So yeah, we really should have won this race today, but shit happens, I guess, and we'll just try and bounce back for Britain. But yeah, that's been today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for plenty more. And yeah, all in all, P4, P6, still a reasonable haul of points for both of us, but it's what could have been today. But thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time.